now for another instalment of our road trip around the Malaysian peninsula. It's day 7 today and we're off to the Bazar in Kota Bahru. The guidebooks always say that this is the must place to go to in Kota Bahru, and for once they are right. And it was very tempting to buy everything. Everyone there was very friendly and several asked us where we were from and wished us happy travels. Well, we're on this very long journey into Kedah, and so I thought it was time for a little bit of a potted history. According to the Kedah Annals, the Sultanate started in 1136 when the Hindu ruler Praong Mangawasa Praong Mahawangsa, there you go, I think that's how it's pronounced, or at least that's how I pronounce it. Well, he converts to Islam and becomes Sultan Mustafa Shah, see, much easier to pronounce. And like the Moluccans, he too considered himself to be a descendant from Alexander the Great, or Iskandar Sulkanen. In fact, the Kelantan believed that they were descended from Iskandar Sultanen as well. Everybody does round here. It's just a thing. And this character is mythologically kind of mixed up with Alexander the Great. He's mentioned in the Quran, and he seems to refer to someone who was generally considered to be a good king. He conquered as far as China, so the myth goes. Anyway, then we have all the usual nonsense between the Sultanate and Siam, and the Moluccans, and the Portuguese, and the Archanese, and of course the Siamese once again. And eventually, so desperate is the Sultan for help that he turns to an old friend of his called Captain Light. Captain Light lived up in Phuket with his wife, who was half Thai, half Portuguese, half this, half that. We're not entirely sure what, but he had a family there and he traded in the region and worked for the British East India Company. So the Sultan said to him, how about the British East India Company holds on to Penang and comes and helps me keep the Siamese off my back. And of course Captain Light puts this idea to the British East India Company, and they say what a terrible idea that is, but in the end they persuade them to come in and take over the island. But they're damned if they're going to help the Sultan do anything. And the Sultan then tries to take it back and has, the feelings between the two rather deteriorate. But never mind, because in 1821 the Siamese kick the Sultan out and take over until 1909, when finally the British take over the place and make it part of the unfederated states of Malaya. Obviously, for the Sultan of Kedah, things didn't quite pan out the way he had planned. Red Bull. Just what I need. All those late nights trying to post a video every day. Madness.
This is day 7 of our journey, and we're in our destination place for today, and this is Jerai Hill, and we're at the Jerai Hill Resort, which really is on top of a hill, and to get here we had to come up a very, very, very windy road, and way down there is the huge flat plain of Kedah, and just to my 11 o'clock is the coastline and the sea. And the temperature here is beautiful. It's almost English. Well, it's a hot English summer day.
So please subscribe to this channel so that you can see what happens next at facebook.com/Lawrence and Helen.